Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy G Shrimp, everybody, fake baby daddy, voice of the street. And today we in the studio, y'all. Brother Ville Entertainment, man. Now, before I get started, let me give a few shout out for the people who be hitting me up all the time. Shout out to my girl Jessica from Long Beach, California. I appreciate you, sis. And I appreciate the phone calls. The people that be calling me, too. I appreciate all that. This T-Bait74, shout out to you, dog. My man, Soulman7, shout out to you. He out there in St. Louis. Brenda Wilson, I see you, sis. Courtney Johnson. Courtney say snitching is snitching. I feel you, bro. Snitching is snitching. Hey, that's what it is. BMO76, shout out to you. Uptown 202. You said a lot, brother, so I guess I have to say it. Uptown 202, want y'all to know, is deeper than booty hair. Now, I don't normally say that, but I see the other YouTubers signing off with that. I don't know if that's you or not, bro. You know, I'm not sure. And then, well, shout out to my girl Joanne Jenkins. I see you. She always comment. I appreciate you. I'm going to start saying your name 2 times, you know, because you be leaving more than 1 comment. Shout out to Tiffany, the other person. Shout out to you. Fucked over no more. That's his handle. Okay. Kayama Sydney, shout out to you. Tell me your husband Mo, I said all well. And shout out to Toya. Thanks for the phone call, Toya, too, today. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, y'all. You know, just like y'all appreciate the love, I appreciate the love too, right? So what we was doing, we was just today we was just talking about some things that be happening along the way in life and shit, right? Like me and one of the guys, what we were just chopping up about is a lot of people in jail. It's some crazy people in jail, right? And I ain't talking about the gangbangers and other people. I'm talking about like the schizophrenics and shit like that. You know, certain people we got to handle with kid gloves, you know, and we kind of, but they be crazy, but they ain't crazy as you think. You feel me? But they crazy. Like we had one schizophrenic. He's just walking around there now, and he just started out laughing and shit. And you know, I be looking at him. I'm watching him, you know, because I'm like, I used to tell my little Mo's, watch it, don't stand by him or whatever. I don't want him to snap. I don't know what's going on. So I started approaching him. I'm like, man, you be hearing voices? He like, I said, what they be saying? I said, you must got little comedians in your ear because you laughing all the time. Who you got? Eddie Murphy in this motherfucker over here? You got him. Who you got? Kevin Hart over in this ear? What? I'm fucking with him, Mike. He like, and he'll sit there and he just rock and he be twiddling his fingers and shit like that, y'all. And he had he didn't have no gym shoes. He had state shoes. The state give you either boots or just picture church shoes, right? So he had his church shoes on. Everywhere he go, he clack, 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 clack. So you hear him, right? So I asked him, I said, so what the voices be saying? He said, they be saying, well, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? I'm like, oh, okay. I said, they don't tell you to hurt nobody and nothing, do you? He like, no. I said, okay, man, let me know if they tell you to hurt somebody. We need to know, man, because I can't make sure you alright if you finna hurt somebody. Let me know, right? Now, I didn't never tell this man I'm looking out for him or nothing. But it'll just be if somebody fucking with him. Let's say I'm shooting pool and he over there and I see a new guy. Somebody might say, hey, man, you better get your crazy ass away from me. And I look on, I say, hey, dude, what? Leave him the fuck alone, man. Leave him the fuck alone. You come over here, man. He ain't bothering you that bad. Leave him the fuck alone. So I did that a few times, so he kind of picked up on it, right? This motherfucker go all the way to the yard, y'all. Now, they out there playing basketball. They running, doing their little thing. And he got on his motherfucking church shoes out there. He interrupting the whole court game. Because the courts, let's say you got a whole court like this, right? But they got basketball rims on the side where people, they can run a hole, but not at the same time. But, you know, you could play, you know, but you got to work with what it is. This yard is for everybody, not just for y'all. Even though y'all running a full court, but that's just telling y'all, y'all can't just take over this shit. We do anyway, but, you know, I'm just saying, give them the benefit of the doubt. Especially motherfuckers that ain't hooked up, right? So he would be trying to play on the side, and they'll be coming down, and they be like, man, get your crazy ass out the way. You know, this motherfucker said, hey, you better leave me alone. Shrimp don't like when people mess with me. Shrimp don't like when people mess with me. So people will see me, Shrimp, you know this crazy motherfucker? I'm like, yeah. Man, we trying to run a whole court. I'm like, man, just play around him, man. He crazy, man. You know, just, you know, so sometimes I go over there and get him off the court. Sometimes I ain't got time. I ain't got time to entertain that bullshit. I got other shit going on, right? So I would try to stay out the way of him, right? So I was talking to him one time. We was in the dorm. We was back from the yard, and I said, man, what you went to jail for? And he said, I broke in somebody's house. I'm like, yeah? He like, yeah. I said, you broke in the house? What you get? He said, I got 6 years. I said, 6 years? You must broke in the judge's house, motherfucker. How do you get 6 years? I'm talking about what you stole, motherfucker. He, oh. Boy, people was laughing so hard. I'm like, God damn, I'm trying to see this motherfucker. He talking about he got 6 years. I'm like, oh, boy, you should have put that shit back on the shelf and left that house immediately. No. Boy, I'm talking about if I wish I could have had a camera on to see some of this shit, and I tell it to y'all so y'all be getting an understanding. But if y'all could see it, it would even be more funnier, right? Some people, you can tell them something, and they take it literally, right? Like this one guy, I assume this is my assumption, and I'm pretty sharp. Motherfucker told him, hey man, when you go to the joint, keep your head up. I swear to God on my motherfucking kids, that nigga walked around like this. That gotta be pretty uncomfortable, y'all. And you know, I'm watching this nigga. You know, every time he got up, now when he's sitting down, he talking, but when he got up to walk, that motherfucker is like, whoever told him that, he trusted this motherfucker. He really like my mama or somebody told me to keep my head up, and I am. I ain't gonna let you down, Unc. I'm gonna keep my motherfucking head up. I don't give a fuck until I get back. I'm gonna keep my motherfucking head up. I'm gonna keep that motherfucker walked around like that, boy. So you know me, I'm dying every time I see him. So I'm fucking with him. And he was a big nigga, but he had a real squeaky voice, like, yeah, man, man, such, man, such, man, yeah, no, man, just said it. And he had a funny voice. So I'm like, man, what kind of case you got, man? I got an armed robbery. I said, armed robbery. So I'm listening to you already. I'm like, armed robbery, man. Yeah, I got an armed robbery, man. I said, armed robbery? Yeah, I got an armed robbery, man. Yeah, you know, And I'm like, damn. So everybody else laughing already. I ain't even start fucking with him yet. I'm like, armed robbery. You know, I'm just running this shit through my head. I'm like, I said, man, I got to know, man. What you say? Did you say, hey, this is a stick-up? So I'm fucking with him with the voice already. I'm like, hey, this is a stick-up. Or, you know, hey, nobody move, put your hands on the floor. You know, and I'm like, what's it? I said, I just want to know what you told him, man. How you let him know what this was a robbery, man? What did you say, man? I said, what you say, man? I said, what you say? Say it, man. Hey, man. Come on, man. I said, what you say? Tell it to me, man. I just told him, I gotta have all the cash. I said, what? Yeah, I gotta have all the cash, man. All the cash, man. I said, yeah, but how you get caught? Oh, they caught me at the train station, man. Yeah. I said, oh, I know what happened. This is what happened, y'all. So he walked in there for real. He's still in a small town. Look here, I gotta have all the cash. Bitch, put it in the bag right now. I got a train to catch at 12 o'clock, bitch. Put it in the bag. Bam. He hit the lick, he gone now. So when the police get there, they doing their little investigation and shit. And so you say he was about 5'3"? He doing this, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. And what else? He dark skin, light skin, African American. You know, they going over this shit, and then they like, yeah. So what did he tell you? He said, he need all the cash, and give me the cash. He gotta catch a train at 12 o'clock. He said he had catch a train to Chicago. Oh, okay. He doing it. What time is it, Bob? It's 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock? Oh, okay. Why don't you call over Amtrak, see if they got any trains heading to Chicago? Just to double check. Excuse me, Bob. You know, Bob come back. You know, they got one train leaving at 12 o'clock that's going to Chicago. No shit. Oh, I know this. It's not this easy, you know. Hey, man, what are you doing? Did your boss tell you could take the day off? You know? Yeah, he told me after I talked to y'all I could go home for the day. Okay, would you can I take you to lunch? We're gonna just go to the train station, and if we see the guy, we see him. If not, don't worry about it. I just buy you some lunch. We'll eat at the train station. You know, okay, that's cool. Okay, so they go get their little dinner and shit, y'all. They sitting there and they said, oh, she, there you go, right there, there you go. I know you lying. I know. Police like, I know you lying. I know. Goddamn, bitch, I didn't even think. Bitch, I left the gun in the car. Shit, this is a small town now. Bitch, I left the gun in the car. Bob, he got to call somebody else. Bob, where you at? He said, I'm at my girlfriend. Oh shit, Bob, you need to get down. The motherfucker's here. Who's here? The guy robbed the place. He's here. He got a train ticket to Chicago. Motherfucker, like, are you lying? I know it ain't. They got to call other police. They come, shoot. And it's just that simple. Now I'm telling you that story because that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. He told me the whole story. And when he told it, he didn't even listen. He hadn't even realized his mistake until I pointed it out to him. I said, hey dude, you know what you just said, give me the cash and woo woo. I said, you actually said that? You got to catch your train to Chicago? He said, I said, yeah. Damn, yeah. Motherfucker, I don't know how long you been in jail, but you just not realizing your mistake, huh? I hate being smarter than other people, y'all, but sometimes I got to have it, you know, because that motherfucker still was in jail, hadn't even realized he had made a mistake or whatever, you know, because some shit just be simple, you know. Maybe I've been around a little while, I done synced a lot, so shit be like in slow motion to me, you know. I can see it. I be looking, and it's like in slow motion. I'm looking at shit. I said, this car buster U-turn, he finna knock dude head off. And might, and I look, I'm like, wow, I just think that, because people be doing certain shit, and it be happening. Look, one of my little moles, let me tell you what he did, right? He come to me, y'all, this nigga got his little do-rag on. The nigga had on the do-rag, the motherfucker was so tight, y'all. I'm talking about it is tight on his head, y'all. Tight. Just imagine the tightest do-rag you ever seen is tight. So the man come over there, he about to fucking fall out because he ain't getting no goddamn oxygen to his goddamn head. And he about to fall the fuck out. So he come to me, like I said, I'm getting the money, so I'm the motherfucker got everything. Gee, you got an aspirin? I'm like, no. I said, what's wrong? Man, my head hurting, G. I look at him, I'm like, come here, man. I took his do-rag and untied it. I swear to God, I could hear the air come out his head. Tied it softly. How'd that feel? That feel better? Yeah, G. Damn, G. You smart. No, I ain't the smartest motherfucker in the world, but compared to some of you motherfucker, I'm a Einstein. Yeah, you said it right. I am smart compared to some of you motherfucker, boy. I'm a Einstein, boy. And it would be just that simple to solve some of these guys' problems. And then how niggas do in jail, this monkey see, monkey do, right? Whatever they see one motherfucker do, they want to do, right? So we was in the joint, and we had the bunk beds and shit. So, you know, I was joking about something, and I jumped on the bunk bed, on the top bunk, and I'm like, man, I'm surfing, y'all, I'm surfing, right? So, you know, everybody laughed, I got down, you know. Now the next night, it's 20 motherfuckers on the bunk, they all surfing. Now motherfucker asking me, T, you surfing tonight? I'm like, nah, man, I ain't surfing. Look at all them niggas surfing. I ain't got to surf. Shit, look at them. They gone with it. You know, I mean, I was just cracking a little joke, but now they surfing. Hey, I ain't, you know, I just was fucking around, right? Now it's niggas up there every night. Why we get one motherfucker, he get up there, flip out, boom, hit the floor. I said, ooh, wipe out. Boy, motherfuckers is laughing so hard because he fucked up. But we had to get on. I'm like, hey, dog. I'm looking at his head. I said, you can't go to sleep like that, bro. You got to go to the hospital. Man, no, I'll be out in the morning. No, dog. You fuck around, die in your sleep. No, you got to go. I said, and we ain't got a lot of time. I can't wake up and there's a motherfucker dead and we got to explain how he died. No, you finna get the fuck out of here now. Now, go up there, tell the police, now it's lights out. Hey, officer. He ain't lit. Hey, officer, what? Hey, come the fuck back here, man. So the officer, we finally got his attention. He turned the light on. What is it? What is it? Hey, man, look at his head, man. The man fell off the bunk, man. He can't go to sleep like that. He need to go over there to see the nurse. So the officer looking, he like, yeah, we better take him and check him out. So they took him over there, and he sat up all night, and he was just making sure he all right, you know. So we had to do that, right? So we was cracking a joke like after, let me see, 11 o'clock, lights out. So lights out, 11 o'clock. Motherfucker, that officer, he just walk around, and everybody usually sleep. Because most niggas in jail, they get on the jail schedule. You know, you program, institutionalized, whatever you're talking about. It ain't institutionalized, basically. It's getting on the schedule. Institutionalized is like when you get used to jail and you don't even want to come home. That's basically institutionalized. But, so, right, we normally be sleep at 11. So, sometimes y'all be up, and especially y'all talking shit, you cracking little jokes. Sometimes niggas just won't go to sleep, right? So we was back there talking about something one night after lights out. And we laughing and shit, because you know how I get y'all. Y'all be laughing when I be talking sometimes. Motherfucker can't stop laughing. So I'm telling some story about something, so motherfucker start laughing. So here come the police on his walk, y'all. Now I play sleep. Here I go. I'm snoring and everything, right? So when the officer leave, this motherfucker next to me, he started busting up. He said, man, I slept next to this motherfucker 9 months. He don't snore at all. He said the G over here playing sleep and he's snoring too. Boy, everybody started laughing. They like, bro, I'm like, cool out, you busting me out. He said, y'all hear the G back here playing like he snore. Everybody on the bunks was just laughing. I'm like, man, you is silly. Officer come back there, hey, y'all cut it out. Niggas trying not to laugh, but it's hard when a motherfucker say something funny. It's hard not to laugh, you know. So I always be trying to get my guys Charles and Stones and even anybody else and talk to them and tell these little stories and to keep them in a good mood, right? I try to keep them in a good mood. One time the lady come through counting. You know what this bitch said? She said, y'all laugh too much to be in jail. I said, bitch, we ain't got time to cry. Shit, I know when I got home, bitch, fuck is you talking about? I'm going home in 3 months, 2 months, whatever. These laughters get me through the day. Fuck is you talking about? And she really, y'all laugh too much to be in jail. I mean, get your orange ass out of here, bitch. Cause she, well, I got white people, but she was orange. Put it like that. She was orange. She was orange, man. And she wrote me a ticket, man. Oh my God, she wrote me a ticket. Sometimes that's why you have to watch when you're in the penitentiary. Other people will get you in trouble, right? So y'all remember back in the day they had that, was that Quincy Jones had the song Barry, right? You know when you get to the part when Elder Bars come in, he's like, ooh, baby, let me touch you there, right? So she walk in while we singing that one time, and she like, hey, like, yeah, don't say that, you know. We like, that's a song, man. We weren't trying to be funny. She just happened to walk in for real, y'all, at that time. So she took offense to it. So she told me don't say it, right? I'm like, cool, you know, I don't want no problem. Honest, I ain't say it. So we go in the child. And we got security and shit. Don't knock on this door, man. I don't give a fuck. So we go in the child, right? Get me started, listen. But look, we go in the child, right? So motherfuckers on security, we walk into the child hall. One of the moles, his silly ass, I don't know why he done it, but you know he fucking around. Ooh, baby, let me touch you there. He said real loud. So when we go eat and come back, she mad. Why she finna write me the ticket? She write me up for some shit he said. But I can't tell him and throw him under the bus. I'm like, so when we get back, you know, shit, you Give me your ID. I'm like, ID for what? I'm writing you a ticket. I told him, I'm like, hold on, I didn't just say nothing. What are you talking about? No, y'all, I told you don't say that and you still saying it. I'm like, man, look. I'm writing you up. Give me your ID. I said, man, you know my motherfucking name. You write it up, bitch. There it is. I didn't call her a bitch. I'm like, you know my motherfucking name. You write it up. There it is right there. Matter of fact, that's my name right there. See that letter where it said 2 pieces of mail? Give me my mail. She looked, pulled it out the drawer, and it was 3 of them. She handed me 2 and and wrote my name off the mail. Then I'm like, bitch. You know what I mean? I go back to my unit, right? To my cell. It wasn't even a cell, y'all, because these dorms. So it's a good thing about when you don't get in trouble, y'all. When your name ain't in a lot of places. So in the tickets office, they don't see my name, never. So I got a unique name, so it stands out. So when I go to hit a ticket, the officer, he like, Juette, what the fuck? Who wrote Juette a ticket? Let me pull this shit. You know, and he pulled it up and he synced it. He called me over there. He said, Juette. I'm like, yeah. He said, did you know she wrote you a ticket? I'm like, yeah. Did you know what type of ticket she wrote you? I'm like, no. He said, she wrote you a sexual harassment ticket. I'm like, what? He said, Juette, if I sign this, he said, that means every time you ever come to jail, you're going to maximum security. It's going to reclassify you and upgrade you. I'm like, that dirty bitch. That's what I'm thinking in my head. He says some of these women, if they're not tough skinned, they should not be working in these jails. I'm like, yeah. So he gave me a break, y'all. He did not write me the ticket, and he just tore it up. I'm like, cool, you know. But my little guy had got me in trouble by saying that. You feel me? Something he said. I'm like, damn, you know, so I didn't trip on it too hard. I come back, and, you know, I was letting them know. I'm like, yeah, little Mo, your ass like they got me in trouble, boy. I said, and I'm the nigga providing all the food. Y'all ass been starved. If I go the whole nigga, y'all ass go starved. So y'all better pay attention, you know, and be on your best behavior around this motherfucker, you know. Yeah, so, man, I'm talking about it's so crazy being down there in them joints. But the craziest part about it, I wouldn't advise none of y'all to go to jail, and I wouldn't want y'all to see. But out of all that, besides the gangbang and all that, the part that really tweaked me out is when you go into the penitentiary, y'all. They put you on this big ass bus, and they have you shackled down. Y'all ever see the movie The Fugitive? So you got an idea. They have y'all all shackled down. You chained to this nigga, plus they can run a chain down the middle, even if the bus flipped over. Y'all couldn't get away until they let y'all loose. You feel me? Y'all just gonna be upside down somewhere hanging until they get there, right? So when they fire that motherfucking bus up, and this is what they say about the county jail, there's only 2 ways out of the county jail. That's the front door and the back door. Front door is when you're bond out and you finna go home or whatever. The back door is when you take your time and you gotta go to the penitentiary. And when they fire that motherfucker up, boy, and take off, that motherfucker is not going to stop until you get to the penitentiary. I'm talking about, it's crazy. They fire that bitch up, and when they come out, you get to the first corner, the sheriffs is there, they got the streets blocked off, you damn near feel presidential, goddammit. You like, damn, these motherfuckers, you get to the next red light, whoop, they got the streets all blocked off. Through every block you pass, they got the streets blocked waiting on y'all ass to get through. And then I'm talking about everything shut down. And the bus, he get on the expressway, they got that street blocked. He get down there and be rolling, and they jump down there. The sheriffs go follow you maybe a block, and they go fall back and get up. Then if you're paying attention, it's going to be a little white cop behind you. You got the Illinois State thing on the side. They got the shotguns and shit, and they sitting back there, old white boy sitting back there with the motherfucking shotguns. And it's a motherfucker in the back, y'all. It's a cage in the back. He got to ride in the back, and he got the shotgun, and he watching y'all. Now, sometimes you go into the joint, they play music and shit for you. You know, they play music. Imagine you been in jail, you ain't heard no motherfucking radio in years. You take your time and shit, you know. I remember a couple times on that bus and I heard Fat Joe shit, lean back. I'm like, damn, I hadn't heard that Then one time I heard Michael Jackson, Remember the Time. I'm like, damn, who the fuck is this? It's Mike? You know, and then I think about listening to some music. R. Kelly was, so remember that song, Trade in My Life? I listened to that shit. I was in Stateville listening to that shit. I'm like, wow. And that's when I said to myself, y'all, I was going to stop hustling and doing right, because they had us working, I swear to God, if we weren't working maybe 35 cents a day or some shit like that. I don't remember the number, but we working for small change, right? So I'm like, man, if we work for this shit, we might as well work for minimum wage shit. If I get out, somebody give me a job. And when I come out, that was 95, and I met my wife 95, and I swear to God, I caught a couple more cases, but I kind of straightened up, you know. I caught a few little cases because there's always some traffic shit and drugs and shit. I caught a few cases, but I ain't been to the penitentiary, y'all, since 2004. That's a long time, you know, so I've been doing pretty good. I have caught a case, you know, because they raided this house and, you know, they found the gun. Y'all, they found the gun that I had in the wall. The gun been in the wall maybe 15 years. I take that back, y'all. Because let's say the gun was in the wall before I met my wife. So y'all know I was with my wife. It's 27 years now, but that case came 25 years. So maybe we was probably in the 5 years. So the gun had been in the wall 20 years. Now, I had the little stash. I put it in there, and I can reach down there and get it. But it kind of fell down and got kind of deeper, so I used to get the taller guys could get it. But it had slipped down, we wasn't able to get it. And I'm like, well, we ain't got to break the wall to get it out. We had other straps. So I never rushed to get that. And plus, I'm like, it's an emergency. If something ever go down and I really need it, like if I'm fighting for my life or something, I know I can kick this wall and grab that motherfucker. Surprised you thought I had no pistol, right? So why do these motherfuckers raid my house, y'all, and find that goddamn gun? I don't know why they kicked that wall and found that gun and took me to jail. I'm talking about, I'm mad because I hadn't been in jail in a long time. A long time. And they give me an I-bond right away, but they re-indicted me. They give me an I-bond because this is how the state play you. I told you I done been in jail joint 4 times. So yes, Your Honor, he been in the joint. He went to jail in 95, Your Honor. He went to jail this time, and she just getting down with my background. Yes, he been in jail and stuff. And looked like the last time he's in jail, Your Honor. 2004, Your Honor. And he said, $10,000 I-bond and house arrest. Send me home on house arrest, right? Like, alright, I go to court. They throw the case out on they throw it out on some shit. I forgot what they threw it out, but they rebrung it back up and indicted me. So I had to go to jail. Now, this is the bad part about being indicted. When you get indicted, when you're out on the street, I had to come in and get another court date, this and that, and then I didn't have no bond. You feel me? I didn't have no bond. So when I got a lawyer and went to court, the lawyer like, hey, Mr. Juette, can you afford a lawyer? I'm like, yeah. He said, you can afford a lawyer? I'm like, yeah. He said, okay, man, when you come back with your lawyer, we're going to have to talk about your bond because you don't have a bond. I'm like, okay. So I left. So here the little state's attorney come running out. He said, hey, not the state's attorney, a lawyer. He said, hey. I said, yeah. He said, hey, did you understand what the judge was saying? I'm like, yeah. He said, you know what he's saying? I said, yeah. He said, when you come back, you need a lawyer. You're going to have to talk about bail. I said, yeah, I know. And then I'm going to have to post it. I understand. I said, I'm just glad he didn't take me to jail today. I understand what he's talking about, right? So we fast forward. I got to go to court to see the judge and talk about the bail. I got the lawyer there. I paid him. Plus, I needed another $500 for the lawyer. I got that, right? I think my play sister, I had 4. So I called her to court to bring me another $100. She get there. She cool. She crazy as hell, though. She cool. She not my play sister. She's my god sister through the church. My mother, you know, the church she had raised her. So we get there. Good thing about when you have a lawyer, you first up, right? So I'm first up. Yeah. Mauricejuette. Yeah, I get up, go up there. Yes, Maurice went and set a bond, woo, woo, and they talking and such. Okay, bond is going to be set at $2,500 and such, woo. And they like, okay, next court day, such. Okay, take them to custody. They take me to jail. My sister like, hey, what the fuck is that? What? Hey, what's going on? She like, hey, I thought I brought $100 to keep him out of jail. Why the fuck is he go? He like, ma'am, I just got him a bond. He's able to bond out. He got a low bond. You can get him. I didn't bring no $100 down here for him to go to jail. What the fuck is this? She tweaking, right? So he like, well, his bond is only $2,500 to get out. Y'all can easily get him. So they walking out. My mama's like, right? She said, well, I'll go home, talk to my husband, brother, we'll raise, and then we'll come back. She like, fuck that shit. I'm not leaving here without him. She said, well, we don't got that on. She's in her purse. Y'all got a goddamn credit card with goddamn that on it. And she whipped that motherfucking Visa out, y'all. And swoop it. So when she whipped it out, right, check out how people is. The white lady, she went to one. And she said, yeah, I want to post this bond. You know, it got, it's $2,500, right? And the lady, yeah, well, it's $2,500 plus it's going to be a fee of such $2,500 plus our $250. So this card going to have $2,700 on it. And she said, is that on this card? She said, no, that card got $2,500 on it. She like, well, I'm sorry, we can't use. She said, but this one got $3,000 on it. Drop that bitch, bam. The lady like, well, you know they're going to charge you. She said, I didn't ask you about what the fuck they go charge. She said, if we were talking about your family member, would you care about the interest rates? She said, swipe my damn card and let my brother get out of jail, ma'am. I don't want to hear nothing. And she like, oh, okay. Swipe that motherfucker, right? So I come down, you know, I'm the first motherfucker to go to jail. I come in there, everybody got their little clothes on from jail, right? They like, man, they snatch you out of court. I'm like, yeah, man, I have to get indicted. So they snatch me. So I'm in there, 2 more people copped out. They come get us out. Juette, Thomas, Reginald. So we walking down there to where the other guy's supposed to be, right? The dude said, Thomas, you took a year. Reg, you took 3. And the other guy said, Juette, your family's posting. So I'm like, posting? Because I'm thinking I shouldn't be bonding out that quick. I know I'm a bond out, but not that quick. So I go down there, and you know, they be handing you the little sandwiches and shit, right? They hadn't do the sandwich. I'm reaching for the sandwich. He like, you don't get no sandwich. You go in there. I'm like, when I go in that bullpen, ain't nothing but white boys over here. I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely the bond out motherfucking room here. Yeah, this the bond out sale, right? 2 minutes later, they come get me. And it's like a little, just say like a little closet door. I come up out of, and I was back in the lobby, right? That's, I know you lying to me. You ain't telling me that. All I had to do is go through that little door and I'd have been down there or could have escaped that way. I'm like, wow. You get to them court places, you don't know where the inmates are at. But that shit is crazy. I bonded out just like that. And then when they said posting, I thought about, I said, my crazy ass sister is out there. I said, I bet you her ass probably ran to the bank, grabbed that money, and came back. And when I paid her back, man, she says, Trump, you can get anything you want from me. She already was tight with me, but she just really fell in love with me. And I kept my word and paid her and all that. She like, and I'm like, I didn't know you was going to bomb me out. She said, yeah, I didn't come out there to leave you. She said, I brought that $100 out there to help you get out of trouble. And they finna take you? Oh, hell no. She said, you should have called me and told me needed that. I'd have had it with me. I'm like, I didn't know it. Shit, I said, they just indicted me and gave me that. And look, I took that case to trial, y'all, and I beat that motherfucker. Most cases I have, y'all, I don't take them to trial. I cop out and go and do my time. But this case, I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. All the cases been mine, but not this one. I ain't taking this case. So they got ready. Now let me tell you something else. Y'all watch Law and Order all the time. These motherfuckers don't go to trial, y'all. They never go to trial. They never go to trial. Trust me. Sometime on murders and big cases. But I'm talking about these little drug cases and simple shit. They don't go to trial on these cases, right? So, I say, fuck that shit. My lawyer set it for trial. The date of the trial, we get there. Now, they start court, let's say, at 9 o'clock. By 12, they ready to go, y'all. They did everybody case, they ready to go. 15 minutes to 12, the judge rounding up, he done called everybody. My case come up. He said, Your Honor, okay, we're set for trial today. And the judge said, trial? What this? He looked at the clock like, trial? Man, I'm finna get ready to go. Fuck you talking about? He said, just a quick little bench trial, Your Honor. And he like, shit, man. So he sat back. He said, state, y'all ready? Yeah, we ready. So they say they raided my house. And they start off like that. They said, okay, we raided the house and we searching for a gun. Now let me set the rules up for you. To be charged with the possession of a UUW, you got to have the UUW. The gun got to be on you in your place of business or resident, or you got to have knowledge of the gun. You hear me? Now that's what they got to work with. Now, I didn't have the gun on me. It ain't a business. It's in my residence, and I didn't have it, and it wasn't my room. So they knew that. So they was going to try to act like I had knowledge of the gun. This is how they planned on winning, right? So we going through the case. They say, yeah, where did you find the gun at? In the room all the way up the back. Okay, the room was all the way in the back. Okay, you found proof of residency? Yes, I did. Which room was it in? It was in the middle room. Did you find anything in that? No, we found some, plastic bags and this and that. But we found no drugs or nothing in it. He said, okay, the other room. What did you find in the other room? He said, we found 2 bags of weed in that room. And he's like, okay. He said, that's not Mr. Juette's room either. He said, no, that's not where we found the ID in this mail. He's like, no. Okay, they go back to the back room. They just going over this. Another guy asked the other guy. He said, what did you do? I was there on the search and just a bunch of bullshit. He said, what did you find? He said, I found some aluminum foil packages. Looked like it might have been suspect hair on they bagging it or doing something to it. He said, did it look like it had been consumed, used, or, he said, it might have been consumed or not used. And the judge said, well, why did you bring it up? He said, never mind, I know why. Next. So everything he bringing up, they shooting him down, right? So my wife, I'm listening to it. I'm trying to get her attention like, hey. I don't know what the fuck she's doing, but she wasn't looking at me. I'm like, hey. I'm like, bitch, we winning. I'm trying to get her attention like we winning. Because my lawyer ate him up on all the cross-examination, right? So the last one, they had the officer come up. This the line about it. He said, did you talk to Mr. Juette? He said, no, I didn't. My sergeant talked to him. He said, what if anything did you hear? He said, I overheard Juette tell the sergeant that he knew the gun was in there. Now, first of all, that's a goddamn lie, y'all. You know what I mean? I ain't never told no police no shit like that. And then, like I said, the gun was in the wall. I didn't even know which gun it was. So I know I ain't told no motherfucker no shit like that. I wouldn't have done it. You feel me? So that's the lie he used, right? So when he said that, the judge, now he a law judge, and he said he knew the gun was in the house. This is what the judge said. He said, I know my daddy got a gun in the house. He said, so if y'all raided my house, y'all take me to jail? And the lawyer and the other people, they just look like, damn, y'all know? And he like, no. He said, I'm finding of not guilty. Boom. I wanted to hit the Tupac walk, y'all, and walk out that bitch like that. But I'm like, no, I'm going to be humble. I ain't going to do it like that because they might, you know. So I walked on out. I'm fucking with my lawyer. I said, hey. He like that. I said, hey. I said, your ass owed me $500. Oh, Juette, don't get greedy. Greedy. Motherfucker, you greedy. I done gave you my bond slip plus $200. You know what I mean? So he was only charged with $25 for the case. I gave him the first $500, then the whole bond slip. That's $3,000, right? So he owed me $500 back. I didn't get it, but I'm like, I tell you what, if I ever catch another case, you doing a preliminary free. But I'm like, no, I ain't even gonna do that because I ain't planning on coming back, motherfucker. And guess what, y'all? I have not been back to jail since. If you don't want to go to jail, trust me, stay the fuck out the way, bro. Find something to do. And like I said, I see all the comments. That's why I just moved to the next story about gunner this, a snitch. Yeah, he told y'all. He said what he said. You know, hey. But he just set that shit up. They trying to get Thug. Hey, they got that shit on record. That's what they wanted to do to him. you know, his plea. But hey, he could have toughed it out or whatever. Hey, it's not my opinion to do. Y'all ask me, I tell y'all, don't try trying to put my life with his. I wouldn't snitch, you know what I mean? But hey, I'm a different type of nigga though. If I had $1 million, I probably wouldn't have been in jail either though. So it is what it is. But Gunner shouldn't have been in jail, y'all. They snatched him, hey, you know. But that's just what it is, man. So I appreciate all y'all for rocking, man. I'm gonna clench and not dig you later, man. I'm out.